under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Austin Gomber, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Blackmon is under it. 1 down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next, it'll be Justin Turner. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? McMahon over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That is third. The shortstop.
Digging in next, Seeger. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. Less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. It's the Dodgers nothing, Rockies coming up. This is Major League Baseball on the Show. Walker Buehler will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
And now in the box, Raimel Tapia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
2 balls and a strike. His prior history versus this arm, it's been a steady 5 for 9. To 2-2 now.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
So now to the plate, Colton Welker, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Tapia on at first, nobody out. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Runner at second here with one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher comes in with 6 hits in 27 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. We are still scoreless. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping up is A.J. Pollard. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Next up is Max Muncy. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. No score here as we play inning number 2. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 2-2. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Josh Fuentes.
The first baseman, Josh.
Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano y mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Seeger.
The batter will be Sam Hilliard. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
In now, number 3, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Comes set with the 0-1. Hilliard, base runner at first with 1 out. Line towards center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just 1 out.
Stepping in now, Austin Gomber. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Hey, you know, Dero, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs. But if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Into the box now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. This pitch is popped up. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. So here is Colton Welker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here's another 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We've played 2 full. It's the Rockies 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Here now is Will Smith. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. 2-0 count and the pitch. Gumber isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty B, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
The second baseman, Chris Taylor.
At the plate now, Chris Taylor. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Walker Buehler. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Tapia. And he makes the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 3-0. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. He starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Story is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Josh Fuentes to the plate now. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Betts, but this will land untouched. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts is there, 2 down.
Now back, second baseman.
So now to the plate, Ryan McMahon. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
Now here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. So 1-1. Ground ball right side. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Sometimes this game doesn't make sense right there. He's out on his front side, his butt's in the dugout, and he's still able to roll it through for a knock. Pitcher has to be frustrated.
Standing in now, Sam Hilliard. Belted high and deep into right center. Bellinger looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
At the plate, number 3. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. The pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pollard has a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 3 innings complete. Rockies lead it 6-0. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And Vero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
The count now at 2-2. Now the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats, you start to get into swing mode.
3-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
To the plate now, Justin Turner. Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and there are 2 down. Next at the plate will be Corey Seeger. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's been a really complete effort from his hitters today that's resulted in them averaging 2 runs per inning right now. The table setters are doing their job, and the guys behind them have risen to the challenge of getting them home. There are a lot of happy hitters and coaches down here, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now to bat, Austin Gomber. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Fastball called for strike 2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. Good pitch there on the inside. Black called the strike. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Six runs, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Pitch popped up. Turner moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Next, it'll be Colton Welker, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game that's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-1 on its way.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Welker leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Rockies strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hit back up the middle. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
In now, A.J. Pollard. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into center field. On the run is Tapia. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. 1 out, runner at first, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Story plays it in, and indeed he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Next to stand in is Will Smith, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Dodgers leave one. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Trevor Story steps in now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
The shortstop, Trevor.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called a ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box now, Josh Fuentes. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. And that is off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Obviously, this pitching staff doesn't care this batter went deep earlier in the game because they are attacking him. 2 pitches right in the zone.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ryan McMahon becomes out number 2 this inning. Fouled off. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0. Into the box, number 3. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitch.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. A couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Colorado's out in front, 7-0. Stepping in once again is Chris Taylor. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Hilliard is there, and he has it for the out. Gavin Lux will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Number 9, Gavin Lux.
First delivery to him. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. And it's fouled away. Lux, originally from the Badger state of Wisconsin. He's a 2nd-year big leaguer. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. – Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Number 3 goes to get it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Up next, Mookie Betts. No hits to this point. And now the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. McMahon's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. David Price gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now at the plate, Austin Gomber getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Bellinger patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Raimel Tapia. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that one yanked just foul. 1 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Colton Welker. And he puts it on the ground to second. Taylor has it. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, and they hold a 7-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Justin Turner. Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike 1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number 1. Here's Corey Seeger. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The seventh inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
1-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there's out number 2. So here's Cody Bellinger, a hit in 2 tries so far. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. At the plate now is Charlie Blackmon. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll make it into third base with a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting 1 run in this inning now.
Stepping in now, Trevor Story. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The first baseman, number 8.
He's set and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Blackmon stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Liner towards second. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up, and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
At the plate, Ryan McMahon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Price pauses. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Sam Hilliard. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. High in the air down the right field line. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Rockies lead this one 8-0. Digging in will be A.J. Pollard. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And the eighth will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Down the right field line. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
In now, Will Smith, as he grounds one briskly to short. Story picks it up, and that's the first down. Next to hit, Chris Taylor flew out last time up. First offering. Sacrifice attempt here. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Austin Barnes is going to come on as a pinch hitter now, so that means we've seen the last of David Price.
Austin Barnes.
Here's the first pitch. Now a ball rolls softly to second. McMahon fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Rockies 8 and the Dodgers 1. Dustin May comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Dustin May.
Ready now is number 3. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
The catcher.
Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Fouled off. Here comes another 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Austin Gomber is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Turner is there. 2 down. Next up is Raimel Tapia. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 5. Now here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now batting, third baseman.
Standing in now, Colton Welker. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Again, another foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. One left for Colorado, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Robert Stevenson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mookie Betts, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And now the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hilliard is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate now, Justin Turner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Now here it comes. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Number 3 finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Turner is retired, 2 down now. Dodgers are down to their final out now. Striding to the plate will be Corey Seeger. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Brings it in, and the Rockies have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. Colorado took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Austin Gomber gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Walker Buehler struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.